Hello, it's going to be a quick video on why I think the main battle tank is going to be absolutely meta. Diving straight into it. The main battle tank here, all-rounder, so it has good mobility, good protection, and good firepower. Along with the siege bonus, it does more damage to buildings and fortifications. Now, I think that is one of the main selling points here, because if we look at this howitzer, we see that I've got 3.24 million firepower here. Onto my tank, I've got almost 3.5 million firepower on a tank. So with my artillery, I'm limited to sitting in my base or running with, I need a super heavy group and I need a fast tank group to protect my artillery. With this tank, it eliminates those two groups, so you don't need a super heavy group because you're a tank yourself and you are durable. You don't need an artillery group because you've got this siege bonus, and as a collective group with high firepower, you kill bases quickly. Third of all, you don't need a fast tank group because you are the fast tank group. So if we look at it in that perspective, you just remove the coordination needed between three different groups of three different people. So it eliminates so many different variables. What about if the super heavy starts with the weakest super heavy and suddenly all of your troops die, all of your artillery die, or the artillery group attacks too fast so the base aggroes onto them and kills all of the artillery? What happens if the fast group doesn't keep up or goes too far away and all of the artillery die to the enemy? What if someone disconnects? All of these factors are just removed completely because you have this all-in-one fast destructive group. Don't need to rely on other people. Kill bases yourself, doesn't matter who starts. Chase down enemy units, kill them because you're quick and mobile. And yeah, you protect yourself. It's great. I think that alone, just removing the need to rely on other people, is a solid reason why main battle tanks are going to be great. Now, also, if we go into the main battle tank, we can see I've got 3.5 million firepower. 9.2, you're going to be looking at about 7 million firepower. 7 million. That's double my artillery at the moment. And if you think about how quickly artillery take bases at the moment, double that on a tank, added Jack Spanner, which does another 20%, added Guardian of Truth, which increases the skill damage by 25%, bases are going to crumble. Another reason bases are going to crumble is because if we go into the fortified wall, we upgrade, and it's going to give me 500,000 wall durability every level. It costs about 30 million of each resource, 200 concrete, all of these resources for 500 wall durability. If you go into the normal wall and press info, we can see that about level 20 you gain 1.5 million durability from level 20 to 21, but that's only going to cost you 30 beams. Hang on a minute, that suddenly does not seem very worth it, does it? 500,000 durability for all of these resources, when at level 20 you gain 3 times that for about 5% of the not even that, because these take forever. 0.5% of the resources. Yes, this 0.5% base damage resist eventually, when all of this stacks up, will be nice, but getting a 9.2 unit is going to be much easier than getting 4 walls to level 200. So you want this unit to be you want your units to be the effective as fast as possible. Main battle tank. The game might change later on when everyone has their walls all to level 200, but that's going to take years. I'm telling you, years for most of the players to get. You might get the odd whale that has it all done already because he spent £50,000 on one of his upgrades, but it happens. With the right amount of people, you can kill him anyway. So generally, I think artillery are going down in value because they're going to be a limited unit still. They're going to be killed easily. People's air forces are getting better. They can kill artillery easily. So why not have a unit that does everything, can protect itself, can kill bases, is fast, you know. If you don't have a group, you can run around by yourself, you know. You're not limited to sitting in your base. Off you trot, you know. Run around with a unit, kill reserves, do whatever you want. You're not limited to your base. You are free. You are a free man. The third reason why I say main battle tanks are going to be the best is because of this tech tree. Everything in this tech tree, except from, you know, the ones that don't apply. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 nodes that don't apply to your tank. Everything else here is extremely useful and benefits you. The load speed buff. The main battle tank actually fires pretty slow, just because it's high firepower. The slower it fires, the better percentage, like bonus, if that makes sense, the higher bonus you get out of a percentage. So this percentage bonus is going to be very useful. The durability that you get from these nodes, 1% on a million. Mine is, I think it was 1.4 million durability. That 1% is higher on this 1.4 million rather than a light tank of, if it has 500,000 durability, I get 3 times the value out of it. Same with the firepower. Light tanks shoot fast, but they don't have this great firepower. So I get 1% firepower. 1% of 3.5 million is higher than 1% of, I don't know what light tanks have, say 2 million, 1.5 million, something like that. So all of this here, including the durability and damage, it's all going to be very, very useful, including at the end, 5% chance of dealing 200% damage. We compare this to any other infantry. I'm just skipping infantry because, you know, they're not good at the moment. We could look into artillery and we look here. Reduced artillery damage from artillery, reduced artillery damage from tanks, reduced artillery damage from infantry. Your artillery is going to die anyway to tanks and to artillery, so these 3 nodes are useless. We go over here. Howitzer anti-tank gun speed. Anti-tank gun, you're not running around the field with it. You're sitting in a base, so this is useless. Howitzer, you get to the other opponent's base faster or something. But they're still going to be slower than tanks, so and aircraft. So this is pretty much useless. Anything here? Rocket launcher durability. They're going to be overmatched by everything anyway, and killed by planes, etc. So this durability means nothing. Artillery blast damage resistance. You're going to get killed by artillery anyway, so this one's useless, and then everything else is good. So we're looking at, what's that, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you're not running rocket launchers, then 5, or if you're running rocket launchers, then 5 or whatever. So you're missing out on 50. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's 50 technology going to waste. Whereas in a tank, you max everything and only waste 10. Just because you don't have that unit. I'm skipping out these nodes. It's the same for all of them. So you're getting the most bang for your buck by putting everything into a main battle tank that can do everything. I think that's a no-brainer. So I'm going to cut it there because there's nothing really much more to talk about. Yeah, share with me your thoughts on what your favourite units are, etc. And I hope to see you in the next video.